Honestly, I don't think so at this point. You know, I don't think so at this point because before I moved up, that was the fight that I was trying to get. You know, and just for the record, like I'll never go after a smaller fighter. That's just me. I'll never call another fighter out. But then I started reading stuff, and this was during the time I was at the going through the lawsuit. I wasn't really fighting. He was like, you know, I'll fight anybody from 154 to 168. I was like, oh, hey, that's my weight class. So then when I started getting asked questions about it, of course, I'm like, hey, let's do it. It's not a problem. Because boxing's not that hard. You want to fight me, I want to fight you. You have your people come, my people. Let's figure it out.
I'm worried he's sizing you up.
You can't help it, man. You're a fighter. You can't help it. It's not that hard. So if you see a big fight not being made, it's because somebody behind the scenes doesn't want it to happen or there's some issues going on. So to speed up the story, we got to the point where, and they won't admit this, and that's fine. We made them an offer, 50-50 down the middle, 68. So there's no argument about percentage splits. Well, you know, maybe this was, mind you, I think in 2015 we did this. Late 2014, 2015. Maybe Golovkin wants to unify the division and maybe 2017 or maybe 2018 if all goes well. Well, that's the opposite of what you're telling the fans and the media. So at that point, I just dusted my hands and I just walked away. Now, I could have, you know, people were trying to get me to show them the email. I'm not going to do that. You know, I'm a professional. You know, it just didn't work out. So I honestly feel like that fight should have happened before the Kovalev fight. And that wouldn't have been an easy fight for either one of us because Golovkin is a good champion. I give him respect, and I just don't think it's going to happen at this point simply because of the weight difference. But you never say never.
Are you not still left-handed?
Oh man, see? I'm trying to get me to put my secrets out, man. You see these cameras here? This is going back to the States. Yeah, I talked to you. Yeah, I'm left-handed. Yeah. I was actually a southpaw when I first walked in the gym. And I wish my coach would have left me alone, man, because it's been a pretty slick southpaw, man.
Why did you change that? Why?
Virgil came from the old school where southpaws, you know, this was, I came in the gym in 95, 96. He came from the old school where southpaws couldn't get fights. Nobody wanted to fight him. Maybe they avoided him. So he felt like that was the right thing to do. So you'll see me, I don't do it as much as I used to, but I can switch, and in some cases, man, I feel more comfortable left-handed sometimes than I do right-handed. It's just natural.
Seeing as that you're in the UK right now, and I know you want to go up to, say, cruiser heavyweight, have you ever thought about fighting Tony Bellew or making that creep fight a reality?
Man, Tony's my boy, man. Tony's my boy, man. I wouldn't want to do that. I mean, that would have to make a lot of sense for both of us, you know, both of our families. It would just have to make sense, you know, if that's something that was in demand. He's a fighter, so I'm sure he would take it. I'm a fighter. That'd be a huge challenge. Tony's he's a big boy. He's got the what, WBC?
Yeah.
So, you know, from that standpoint, it would make sense. But, you know, that's not something I would pursue, though, man. I got a lot of respect for him. He's obviously got a huge fight coming up. And if he's able to pull that off, I don't think he's going to be thinking about cruiserweight no more. So that belt may be vacant. So we just got to see.
Great performance, by the way. I was out in Vegas.
Oh, yeah? Really? Thank you, man. Appreciate it. I see the shirt, man.
Yeah. I've got the part of the Bay Area as well.
Yeah, let's go, baby.